Hi there, and welcome to Master Builder with Google Sheets for Grow. So this session, a lot of it is kind of be done on your own. I'm just here to kind of give you a brief overview about everything that's included for this session and how you can get access to the form so that you can earn credit. So introducing myself, if you don't know who I am, I'm Lauren Hawkins. I work at RHS this year. If you want to go ahead and tap on this heart, this is going to take you to our welcome activity. So this one is to actually see an example of master slides. So this is going to be a little bit of what you're going to see throughout this course. So the way that I'm going to have you introduce yourself is to go ahead and add one slide, sharing a picture of yourself, but really adding a slide that shows your favorite way that you can recharge. So you'll see that drop down arrow and then you'll tap on the choice. So you choose whether coffee is your favorite way to recharge, whether it's having some caffeine, your favorite soda, or if you just have another option. Everybody kind of has their own way of recharging, so that's how you'll introduce yourself. So a little bit about myself. I originally came from RHS as a math teacher, and then I transitioned to iTeam for 3 years, and now I'm actually back at RHS, but this time acting as their digital coach. So clicking anywhere in the blue will email me, but also feel free to follow me on Twitter as well, as I like to share a lot of good tech tips that particular way. So my plan for this session is to kind of show you what master slides are, show you how to build them, and then give you some tips on how to make them look awesome. And then Bricksville is going to be you creating your own and then sharing them for others. So master slides are basically ways that you can build templates. You can already kind of see that in this example. So you'll see that when you tap on any one of these, you're already kind of forced into some choices. And if you select any one of these already, you'll see that you already have text boxes that were made for you. So that's what I like about master slides, is that you already have these options built out for you. Students don't need to spend time trying to figure out how to add a text box, or what if they delete the directions, things like that. Master slides can make that a whole lot easier for you. So feel free to click on some of these and explore a couple of examples. I've already showed you one with the welcome activity, but feel free to click on any one of those and get a couple more samples. You're also more than welcome to make a copy of anything that you see within this course. The way that you'll do that is you'll just tap on the file option, and then you'll see the make a copy, and you can choose either the entire presentation or just a few extra slides that you like. So way that you make them is whenever you do tap on that edit part, you'll see a couple options. So this is just to remind you that the text box is going to be words that are glued down. The placeholder is what you saw on a couple of the other ones. So I can show you on this one how I set this up. So anytime you're ready to edit, you just tap on slide in that top menu, and then you just choose edit master. And it's going to pop open a window, and you'll see this is where you can change all the template slides. So the text box, so any text you don't want to be changed, that's a text box. If you need kids to actually tap and start editing, that's going to be a placeholder. So all of these here are placeholder text boxes that I've added. You can tap on rename, so you'll see I've labeled this as choice 2. You can always add new backgrounds. So if you're like, oh, I really like the slide, but I'd like a different background, you can totally change that. Lots of different ways to make some edits happen. When you tap on a new background, you can choose whether it's a color, you can choose an image, and the best thing about choosing an image is you can upload from your computer, you can pull in, if you have a link to an image you like, you can pull from Drive, and you can even search Google and add an image that way. Just be sure when you're done editing your master slides, you just tap on the close button. And then you'll see them located under layout, and you'll also see them located under that drop down as well. So that's kind of the slightly difference. So down to business, what you're going to do to create your own is you're going to add a new tab, and you're going to use my awesome little shortcut that says slides.new. So this is going to create a blank, brand new Google Slides presentation in your Drive automatically. This also works on everything in Google. If you want to create a new form, do forms.new. If you want to create sheets, sheets.new. It's one of the best shortcuts, and I'm so glad I got to show you. So what you're going to do to earn credit for attending this session is create either an activity, this could be a discussion board, this could be an exit ticket, this could be any kind of activity where you think the master slides could be helpful for your class. So again, creating a template response for students to add. So be sure that you double click and you change the name of the presentation up here at the top. And then be sure that you edit the master slides. So that's different than editing the slide. Those are very different. So that's kind of what you'll do there. So if you need any extra ways to make it special, I like to use Canva to actually create the backgrounds for all of my cute presentations, so that you can see here with the little soda box and the red and the fun font. I created that in Canva. If you tap on here, it will take you to that site. Just be sure that you choose the presentation size so that it fits perfectly on your Google. This is a quick overview of Canva if you haven't seen it before. It just kind of shows you how you can change the fonts around, how you can change all the colors around, how you can delete stuff, how you can resize it. So if you're not familiar, this is a brief overview. They've made a few changes since then, but hopefully it still looks almost the same. So what I've done here is shared a couple background folders with you. So here's the graphic organizers, and then here's another one so you can see the fun colors. What I love about all of these is you can see they each have this code next to the color. Those are called hex color codes. And they're very fun because it allows you to get the exact color that you want. So another website I like to use is called Coolers. So this one you'll see in this quick animation. You can actually find a couple different colors. So you'll just highlight the color that you want and copy that special code. And when you come over to slides, let's say you want the background to be that color, you'll just tap and you'll see the custom color option. And then all you have to do is just paste the code in, and now I have that exact color that I want. So Coolers is great, and then this Canva site is great as well. What I love about that Canva site, whenever you tap on that, is it gives you the best color combinations. I'm not somebody that's good at picking the right colors. I love when someone does it for me. So you'll see that they've offered 100 color combinations, and they kind of go through it and kind of show you how they picked them out. So as you kind of start to scroll, you'll see here's an option of a color palette called the Fresh and Bright. So feel free to pick around and you'll see the create your own option. And then here's that color palette. Very fun. Highly recommend checking that out. So this is a tutorial video walking you through how to build master slides. So we kind of walked through it briefly in the session, but it's helpful to have another resource that slows it down a bit and goes into a little bit more detail. So feel free to watch that video to help. When you are ready, I'm excited because I've created this folder. If you tap on here, what I would like you to do is once you've created your master slides activity, if you would like to share your activity with others in this session so that everybody can kind of share what they're thinking and all that good stuff, I'd love for you to add it here. Just be sure when you share it to this folder that everybody has viewing rights, so we don't want to run into that. Right here at the top, you'll see the move option. And this is how, if you'd like to move it into the folder and share it, we would love for you to do that. If you'd like to add any folders to your drive, feel free to drop down and you'll do something called create a shortcut. So this will put this in your drive so you can access it a little bit later and have all the goodies that you need. But I'd love for you to share your creations there with everybody else as well. Thank you so much for joining this session. I kept it very brief because a lot of the time is spent on you creating. When you're ready to earn your credit, go ahead and click there, and it's going to take you to the Master Builder form for you to earn some credit. And then be sure that you do type in your RISD email. This is going to make this much faster so that you can earn credit. Please don't use your Gmail. Campus RHS. When you tap on next, this is where you'll actually get some session feedback. So please share any feedback that you have with me. I would love to hear more about it. Whether you'd actually recommend this session would be great to know, any improvements or changes that you would like. And then here is where you're going to share your master slides that you've created for this session. So that's how you're going to earn credit. Again, be sure anyone can view. So if you don't remember how to do that in Google Slides, just tap on this share button. They have changed the way that things look in Slides, so this might be something new to you. Come here where it says change link, just tap on the blue words, And you can keep it to Richardson ISD, that's totally fine. When you see the add file, you'll just tap on that, and then you'll actually get the option to pull from Drive. So that'll work really, really nicely for you. Again, thank you so much for joining this session. Here's a couple of presentation resources if you would like as well. Throughout, you'll also see some more helpful guides and templates that'll be included in the presentation. You'll see a nice Wakelet collection that I've added and shared with you so that you can get access to that. Thank you so much for joining. I hope you have a great rest of your Grow conference, and please let me know if you have any questions whatsoever.